This is setting up gym and bedroom on Clubhouse with Azami. So this Azami is more so to watch this window and to rotate back and watch if somebody rotate in from construction, right? Now another one I like to do is to put this like that so they have to crouch down and come in, right? And the other one I do somewhere on this bed. There you go. Now say for instance you want to play this little piece right here. You can crouch down and be covered by that Azami. And now you have a nice angle on the door, right? Now say for instance, they wall banging. You always want feet holes right here. You want to rotate right there, and a small rotate right here. But let's say for instance they shooting from this window, right? And they making a line of sight to where they can see the couch, right? So now you're not really covered right here. What I normally do is put another Azami just like this and play this window. So now you can hold an angle from here on this side, and if you know the map, you know on the outside they can stand like right there. Well, if you know, they can stand right there and have an angle to the inside, right? So now let's say this window you cover from here, plus that Azami, right? Now let's say you want to rotate over, you got this side, right? And as you rotate, boom, you can hold here, and you got this one covering you. Now another one I would like to do is right here, because this one would also give me like more coverage, but not just that. It'll kind of like, say for instance, the mirror, she want to back off the mirror and hold an angle, right? She got like a nice peak on the side right here. It's really just cover, and you just rotate as the situation change. Let's say they got logic, boom, now you right here. Let's say they on stairs, boom, now you right here. Let's say they got the mirror on main wall, boom, now you right here, or here, or here, right? Let's say they in a gym, you back over here. You got your little pixel peep. You can see their feet across. You got your rotate if you need to. Let's say they destroy these two. Boom. Now you right here with it. Your whole lower body is covered, plus your top body is covered by the mattress and this piece of steel right here. Boom. Now you can watch Logi, and that's a rotate, but it's normally gonna be a mirror with head holes. Now you can watch that, right? You got the view of the door as well. Now you can use this little piece that I threw earlier to have a little head glitch, right? So as the situation change when they're attacking, you just change your position, and each one of these Azamis will help you. So, this is how you play Azami in Church and Arsenal Room. My first two Azamis always go here on this beam because I want to cut off angles to when they get the hatch. Right? Say for instance they got the hatch. Now they would be able to see they would be able to see dummies. This is what we call dummies because of the dummies right here. Right? They would be able to see dummies. But now you're covered. Right? You will have a mirror here, or you'll just have it reinforced like it is now with head holes. So now you covered from hatch here, and also if you're sitting over here in Arsenal, you covered as well. So the only two things you have to worry about is dirt and blue, right? So whoever here, these two Azamis help them. And you always want to rotate here, because if you put it here, you give them a line of sight from the hatch straight into church, right? So now when they peek the hatch, all they can see is the beer, right? Now you also want, it doesn't have to be a huge rotate, which you don't want it to be a huge rotate. You want it to be a little small rotate, or feet holes like this, right? So say for instance somebody's on main, you can peek them from over here. Now what I normally like to do is put a Azami here on this rack or here, but I'll show you what it do. Hold on. You put it on this beam. So for instance, if they tell me main stairs by the door, I could peek here, right? Or if they tell me dirt, boom, I'm covered here, and I can peek them when they walk in, right? Now, say for instance, they say drop in moto. That's why you have the hole right here. But to make it even better, you can throw the Azami. I normally throw it low, but we could throw it like right here, in between. You see the two screws? 1, 2, 1, 2. Line that up in between a little crack right there in the pallet, and boom. Now when they say drop in moto, because the motorcycle right there, moto, boom. Now you behind cover as well when they drop moto. Or when they probably swing main stairs. But you can always come back and rotate, whole angle from here, a whole angle from here. Yeah, of course they're gonna swing you. Some people swing, some people don't. But you would make this a little lower. You wouldn't make it like how high I have it. You would make it a little lower and just play behind about to the buckets. Once you see their feet, you would shoot. Now my last Azami, we normally, if we have a mirror, right? To cover the mirror, you know, they can see from blue. So what I normally would do is put this here, put this Azami right here, to stop them from shooting popping the mirror open from blue stairs or secret stairs, whichever one y'all want to call them. Put your little rotate right here. Put your feet holes right there. And this is, yeah, blue stairs. So the angle I'm talking about from blue, say for instance you come down blue, boom, that Azami stop them from seeing the mirror. Because that's how most people do. They just come down blue, shoot the mirror, and then rotate back to moto. But in this case, you can't even shoot the mirror. So now, mirror is safe. Mirror is safe from main stairs and moto swinging. Then, your two Azamis up here protect people in Arsenal and dummies. this is how you play Azami on CC and Cash Room. Okay. Now, everything is really to give you line of sight and different angles, right? So, I always put this one on the door. Of course, they'll shoot it down over time, but I put it on the door to give me an angle of the lower bodies, right? And I put this one here to cover the person who's playing red. Well, main stairs. We're gonna say main stairs, right? But we call this red because of the walls. So that Azami protects the person on red from people pushing con. And this, they'll eventually shoot this down, but if they don't, I usually peek here and shoot at their lower bodies. Or I'll move to this one. Of course, the bag of you know what in the way right now, but normally it's not in the way. But I switch from different angles, right? I can even come over here with it. Let's say they breach logic. I can even come right here with it. Wait, can I lay down with it? No, you don't want to do that. You never want to lay down. But yeah, come here with it. Come over here with it. And then somebody that's on red can even rotate here. Probably even stand up and crouch down and still be covered by this Azami and shoot the lower bodies. Now the reason I have two Azamis like this, not only for that, but if you stand up here, this Azami covers you from when you peek in, say for instance, your man's die in garage. Now nobody's holding garage, but you still can hold garage stairs from right here. This Azami protect you when you're doing the head glitch. Now that's a big rotate. I only made it to show you, like, you know, so you could see the view, but really it's supposed to be head holes, just a head hole about that high. So people that's coming up, it'll really be a pixel peek. You'll be going for a headshot. That's what I normally do. And say for instance they got the breach. You can put this up just a little higher, leave the wall about right there, and you can watch for when they, you know, people try to walk in through the breach as well. Now I want to show you how this look from somebody pushing garage. Now say for instance somebody pushing up. Yeah, they'll see this, but by the time they see this, by the time they really see this, you kind of already saw them. So you'll be killing them easily by the time they get about right here. Or at least right here. You know. So that's that. And when you throw the Azamis, it's simple. Aim for this Azami, you want to aim at the top of the bomb. For this one that's on the shelf, you also want to aim at the top of the shelf, or if you would like it lower, you just, you know, just aim for the middle of the shelf. Nobody saw that. So yeah, as situations change, just remember to use the Azamis to your advantage and rotate, right? Say for instance they come in red. Okay, I put this Azami here. Instead of like peeking it, right? You can hold an angle from here. If anything, they'll be crouching down, and you just give it a little, you know, just give it a little quick peek. You know, for intel. Let's say, for instance, they flash or ying and have control of red. If you know you come in red, just push back up this way and hold it from here. See what I'm saying? You can hold it from here. You can hold it from here. or you can hold it from here. Now that Azami is gone right now, but you saw it where it was. But yeah, when playing Azami in garage, you really just holding until you die. That's just the honest truth, right? Sometimes you won't die, sometimes you will. So I opened up the main wall to kind of give you an idea of how things will look, right? I showed you how to set up cache in order to, use the angle to look into garage and also look across to the breach. But when you hold in garage, you always want to reinforce these four walls, right? And if you have a cade, what I like to do is throw the cade under each number. You can throw it under the 1 and the 2, and it cades both walls, all four, right? And that way you'll stop that push below. So when playing Azami, you always want to put Azami like right here. I would say a little away from this little beam. You'll see why in a minute. Alright, so I usually put it like right there. So if I wanted to swing and still look at breach, I have the opportunity to do that, right? But if I want to be undercover, I just move over a little bit. Now another thing you want to do is, they have a line of sight right here. So I put a Azami to this beam, like right there. And I can, if I choose to peek, which sometimes I peek, sometimes I don't, I could have a nice angle here. Because as soon as they get the wall, some people sit in that little cubby and hold an angle, to be honest. So, boom, that's where your first two Azamis will go, right? And now, you notice I'm covered behind this thing, right? But when I go here, I'm not. So, what you can do is use two Azamis here, right? So boom, now you covered all the way, right? And that last Azami is always for just in case. So just in case, but when I say that, I would throw the Azami here. And the reason for that is if they have a shield, right? So say for instance the shield gotta come in, destroy the barb, right? Now in order to get to that barb, what he gotta do? Let his shield down. So by the time he focusing on that, once you give the call, depending if you're in the stack or not, your teammate will be rotating down red to shoot him in the back while he focus on trying to dodge this. So most of the time, what I notice, if he drop his shield, yeah, he getting the barb. But he gotta drop his shield in order to crouch and come under this, right? Or what I've been noticing people do, that he'll have somebody outside the door shooting down the Azami. So what I normally would do is just do a quick pre-fire outside the door because they know, like they right there, right? So by the time you do the pre-fire, as he's shooting at this, that's an easy kill every time. And of course you're gonna see the breaches open. So if anything, do the pre-fire, do the quick pre-fire, come back to the breach. Your man's gonna be rotating down red, and that's that. So this is how you hold garage with Azami. And just rotate as the situations change, right? You really playing your life in garage when you play Azami. That's just the truth. Your teammates don't expect you to stay alive the whole round. But if you do, good. But most of the time, you just wasting time and putting pressure on the breach from garage. That's your only job.